Humbug.
The Muppet Christmas Carol, which turns 30 this year, is a masterpiece.
Whoa, short message.
But if you're intrigued to know why, maybe stick around a little longer. This year, 2022, marks a significant milestone in the history of Christmas movies. It's the 40th anniversary of The Snowman and the 30th anniversary of Home Alone 2, Lost in New York, but The Muppet Christmas Carol eclipses them all. This movie truly captures the spirit of Christmas. In addition to being the best Christmas movie, the best film adaptation of Charles Dickens' novel has the unfortunate laid side effects of convincing a generation of children that Marley had a brother named Robert. I still get confused about this fact to this day. It does, however, stand out on its own. A Christmas Carol, one of Charles Dickens' best-known works, first published in 1843, has inspired numerous film adaptations over the years, but only one openly depicts a blue, fuzzy Dickens who hangs out with a rat. The Muppet Christmas Carol, premiered in 1992, was created as a labour of love. The film honours both the iconic Muppet puppeteer Richard Hunt, who died 12 months into the film's development, and the Muppets founder Jim Henson, who died 2 years before the film's release. Gonzo, our self-proclaimed omniscient narrator, begins the meta-narrative with Marley's were dead to begin with. Meanwhile, Rizzo, his friend Rat, confirms that he's mostly here for the food and wonders, a blue, hairy Charles Dickens who hangs out with a rat. This is without a doubt the setup. In a brilliant postmodern move, Rizzo adapts a New York accent and plays a member of a Greek chorus that suffers a series of comical misfortunes, such as being set on fire, flung from windowsills, and falling down a chimney onto a hot goose.
Oh, at least I landed on something soft and hot.
The Muppet Christmas Carol is one of my all-time favourite movies. I know every sentence by heart from
"It's even worse for mouses"
to
Hey, light the lamp, not the rat, light the lamp, not the...
Mr. Scrooge, even though he is odious, stingy, wicked, and unfeeling, and badly dressed.
all of the songs are branded into my brain, including Scrooge.
If they gave a prize for being mean, the winner would be him.
And let's not forget,
It feels like Christmas.
also rediscovered back in 2020, the sombre When Love Is Gone. This ballad, in which Scrooge is dumped by his fiancée, was originally included in the VHS release but was cut because it was thought that children wouldn't find it amusing.
Love is gone, the sweetest dream.
Fans have since demanded its return, but the original recording has gone missing. I've been trying to figure out what makes The Muppet Christmas Carol so memorable. I've watched this movie every Christmas for as long as I can remember, and as I've gotten older, I can only assume it's because it's simply a fantastic film. When you consider how the human actors were playing it entirely straight against a group of all singing, all dancing, hairy Muppets, it's brilliantly created. The script is hilarious, the settings are stunning, the puppeteering is incredible, and the acting incredible feat. Michael Caine portrays Scrooge's transformation from a vile old miser to Captain Christmas with heartbreaking sympathy and a dash of Cockney charm. To this day, no other actor has embodied Scrooge quite as marvellous as Sir Michael Caine. Director Brian Henson claimed that actor Michael Caine would only agree to perform the part if he could do it, like I'm working with a Royal Shakespeare company, and without making any reference to the fact that his co-stars were puppets. He keeps his word and incorporates all his feelings in the movie. The Muppets casting is brilliant. Kermit is wonderful as Bob Cratchit, the sweet, kind and loving father of Tiny Tim. Miss Piggy is thrillingly enraged in her role as Miss Cratchit, the only character in the film who is clearly sick of Scrooge's rubbish and thus a socialist hero. Statler and Waldorf are brilliantly evil as Marley and Marley. They simply play their stereotypical cartoon conservatives, gloating evilly over the removal of children from orphanage. It's absurd to have this much affection for a film about puppets for children. Surprisingly, a few critics at the time didn't get it.
Humbug.
And seeing their flimsy praise almost makes me irritated. The absence of any negative or cynical elements in this movie, I believe, contributes to its enduring popularity. Despite having such a strong heart, it never comes across as cloying because any sweetness is balanced by humour. It is a film made with the best of intentions, to entertain children while also teaching them a morale lesson about how it's better to be kind. The unforgettable songs were written by Paul Williams, a former drug user who spent the majority of his 1980s high on cocaine and vodka. Williams expressed his feelings about the miracle of healing and forgiveness through music, particularly in Scrooge's song A Thankful Heart. This entertaining, hilarious and moving movie has become a tradition of mine every Christmas day, so while I'll gladly watch Will Ferrell's Elf and participate in the acrimonious discussion about whether Die Hard is indeed a Christmas movie, I'll continue to keep close with a thankful heart. The Muppet Christmas Carol, in the words of Caine's transformed Scrooge, and remember this important life lesson this Christmas day.
Never eat singing food.
What do you think? Is The Muppet Christmas Carol your ultimate Scrooge classic, or do you have another worthy adaptation? Please don't forget to like and subscribe for more British rambles in the future. Have a Merry Christmas, and I'll see you in the new year with this.